Fortunately, when the work of our great leaders and Dr. Al is a part of it. I was wanting to say he has a mentor, and he's being honored at this time. The August Reverend William Jones, the August Reverend, who was a spirit force moving with us. And this weekend we'll be going to a theater production, the National Black Theater in New York, and they'll be dealing with Adam. We're talking about Adam Clayton Powell, who was able to use the foundation that his father gave them in developing one of the largest black churches. That was not just a church. It was not just a spiritual center. It was a community center. It was a political base that allowed him to become one of our greatest political leaders. So we have to understand our church has multiple dimensions, and so I'm glad that the sister raised it, because my wife just finished presenting at that conference. And so this is our life's work. What is this about? Our sacred mission. I have in my hands the speech that I made in 1991, talking about putting the proper education in the homes, in the community, and in the school system. That's our sacred mission, and we can't let people who are anti-us control the education of our children, control the images. Whoever controls the images controls the self-esteem, the self-respect, and the self-development. Right. So now that we understand that fully, we have to have a whole program of dealing with that and targeting not only our young men, but our young women. Reverend Al, attorney at Alton Maddox, and the other lawyers, including, and the other ministers, including Reverend Jones, they stepped in to make sure that the Tawana Brawley situation, which represented the systematic exploitation of our women from when we arrived here, they said that the rape of a young black woman was not going to stand, and they were going to mobilize the streets and the suites and the law teams to stand up for that sister. And we have to begin to understand that's what it's all about. If there is no struggle, there's no progress.
There you go.
Those who profess the favor of freedom that deprecate agitation are men and women who want the crops without plowing up the ground. They want the rain without the thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its many waters. This struggle may be a physical one, it may be a moral one, but it must be a struggle. Power conceives nothing without its man. It never did, it never will. That's Frederick Douglass coming up out of slavery, giving us a message that's eternal. You've got to be about struggle.
One of the great heroes, you mentioned him, Adam Clayton Powell Jr., a former congressman, and of course, Abyssinian Baptist Church, you go back to that. And he was the man who said 50 years ago, and asked the question, what's in your hand? What's in your hand? And you have a lot, ladies and gentlemen, in your hand, including our young folk. Let's go to
But the most important thing, adding to that, that the ministers today that are concerned and committed, the teachers that are concerned, the parents that are concerned, the leaders that are concerned, not only what's in your hand, what's in your mind, black people.
There you go.
And you've got to have that Africanized mind so you can take care of serious business.
Now, let's go to line one. Demetrius is listening to us out of Cleveland, Ohio, 1490 WERE. Let's talk about gun violence in our community. Demetrius here, keeping it real with Reverend Al Sharpton. Bob Slade sitting in for the National Action Network Convention. How you doing, Demetrius?
Hey, how you doing, Bob? And to the professor. I just want to speak on, I believe it's important also for the parents, to really be aware of what their children are doing, and also to pass their values down to their children, that to respect each other as black people as equal. And because if someone respects themselves, they will value other people's lives just as they are, especially if they know their history, and they will not have a negative view of their own people.
And you're right about that, Brother Demetrius. I had to cut you right there because I'm almost out of time in this segment. We're going to continue taking more calls in segment, the next one coming up. But we want to thank Dr. Jeffries for being with us. And Doctor, thank you kindly. Good to see you again, my brother.
Glad to be a part of anything that's serious about black folks. If people want to contact me, my home phone in New Jersey is 201-837-1355. Again, 201-837-1355. Let's continue this great struggle and the march of our people to victory.
There you go. Dr. Professor Leonard Jeffries, a legend in our community. We'll take a break, come right back. We're live from the National Action Network Convention in New York City. I'm Bob Slade, speaking for Reverend Sharpton. Keep it real. Don't go away.